Now, if your to-do list is starting to look like a CVS receipt, then hey, this video, this one right here, is for you. But before I get started, let me introduce myself. My name is Belinda Harris, and I am an HR disruptor. I've been in the human resource field for almost 20 years. And on this channel, I talk about all things HR, from HR for small businesses or managers or supervisors to employees and people looking for a job. I also talk about AI. I love talking about AI. And I talk about self-care at work. So if those are things that you're interested in, well then you're in the right place. Now, if your to-do list is starting to look like a CVS receipt, then hey, this video, this one right here, is for you. Because what is one word to describe your workload right now? Like, be honest. One word to describe your workload right this second. Is it overwhelmed? Is it packed? Is it manageable? Maybe it's not so bad. Or is it given, I need a vacation yesterday? Today we're tackling workload anxiety. And that's that panicky, heavy feeling that creeps in when your work feels like too much and your time feels like too little. Now, first, let me be clear. Workload anxiety isn't laziness. It's not a time management issue. It's your brain reacting to the pressure of too much demand and not enough space. And it often looks like racing thoughts or trouble focusing or feeling frozen instead of productive. It can look like snapping at your coworkers, even if you don't mean to. And it can look like crying in your car. Yep, been there. And yet, most of us keep pushing through instead of pausing. But we're going to change that today. And why do we struggle? Why do we struggle to say it's too much? Why don't we speak up when our plates are full? You want to know why? Because we're scared that it'll make us look incompetent or weak or like we can't handle it. The truth is, though, capacity doesn't equal capability. You can be an amazing worker and still be at your limit. That doesn't make you less valuable. It makes you human. We need to do a better job of speaking up, of doing something different when we feel like it's just too much. And here are some things that we can try to do. The first one is do a brain dump. A brain dump break is when you take 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 8 minutes or 6 minutes, but you take time to write everything down that's swirling in your head. Because a lot of us, we carry, oh, I'll remember that. Oh, I'll remember that. I'll remember that. We have it just everywhere we go in our head. We need to take some minutes, 5, 8, 10, 7, however long it takes, to write down everything that's swirling in our head. Don't filter it. Don't try to organize it. Don't worry about if you're spelling the correct words. Don't judge it. Just unload it. Because this exercise, this brain dump break, is not about being organized. It's about emptying your brain so you can breathe. It's getting it out of here so you can breathe, to give yourself space. So a brain dump break is just that. What's all am I thinking? What's in my head? Let me get that out so that I can breathe and kind of see where I'm at. That's where I call. I'm be like, let me see where I'm at, because everything is coming at you. You know, depending on the type of job you have, sometimes it can feel like one thing after another after another. And I'm just like, let me see where I'm at, right? Let me get it out my head and see where I'm at. Because sometimes when I put it on paper, you're like, oh, it's not so bad after all. But when you're holding it in your brain, it's just whirling, going around, taking up space. That's when you can start to feel a lot of anxiety. The second thing that we can do is called break it down with the 3 Ds. And the 3 Ds are do, delay, delegate. We did our brain dump, right? We took time out. We did our brain dump. Now we can see what we had in our head of things that we need to do. Now we want to go through that list and break it down to 3 Ds. Do, delay, delegate. What needs to get done today? What absolutely has to get done today? What can wait? What can someone else help with? Because maybe someone else can help you with this. You'd be surprised at how many things you're carrying that could be postponed or shared. Now, there are a lot of things that feel urgent and priority that must get done. But sometimes when we put it on paper, it may not be the very first thing that we have to get done today. Maybe that can wait till Tuesday. Maybe that can wait till tomorrow. But we have the pressure of right now. When we get it out our head and put it on the paper from the brain dump break, we can kind of see what we have. Then we can go through that list and figure out, is it something that we need to do right now? Can this wait? Can somebody else help me with it? The third thing is to speak up without apologizing. So here's an example of how to do that. You can say, I want to give this the attention it deserves, but I'm currently at capacity. Can we discuss prioritizing or getting support? Because sometimes you have so much going on, everything feels urgent, everything feels like a right now. Even when you get it out your head, even when you try to do the 3 Ds and you see things that maybe somebody else can help me with, but I'm scared to ask that. Because sometimes you need your supervisor to say, okay, I got all this to do, right? This, and this. Please help me. Which one of these should I be doing first? Because I'm overwhelmed. And looking at all this is just pressure. Can you help prioritize which one of these do I need to do? You'd be surprised. Your supervisor may be like, why are you even doing these 2? Let me take that off your plate. Do this one first because we need this right now. The rest of these we can wait until next week. But if you aren't speaking up, because you can speak up without apologizing. You don't have to apologize to speak up. And what is that? What is apologizing? I hate to bother you. I'm sorry if I'm bothering you. That's apologizing and speaking up. You ask the question, hey, I want to give this attention it deserves because it's important. But I'm at capacity. I just need your opinion on which one of these is a priority. Or maybe can you get someone to help me with these tasks? That's not complaining. That's collaborating. We get that confused sometimes. Now, complaining is, oh, here we go. That's a complaint. One more thing. I'm sick of it. That's a complaint. Collaborating, you're asking because you genuinely want to get your work done. It's not that you're trying to pass your work off on somebody else. You want to get your work done, but you're at capacity and you need another set of eyes, a different perspective to say, hey, You know, I feel like I got all these things. I got all these things going on. Not that I feel, I got all these things going on. And I just need a little bit of guidance or a little bit of help on how to prioritize. Maybe I can get somebody to come help with these tasks. That's what that is. There's a difference between complaining and collaborating. The fourth thing that you can do is build a self-care buffer. Now, if this is your first time seeing one of my self-care at work videos, then this may be new to you of building time for yourself. But if you've watched any of my self-care videos before, I am all about taking breaks at work. I'm all about that. Whether you're taking a micro break or whether you're taking a nature break, whether you're doing an affirmation, whether you're eating lunch without work and without distraction and not at your desk. I'm all about that. I talk about that all the time. But if this is your first time hearing me talk about self-care at work, one thing that you can do to build a self-care buffer, because self-care never goes away. You never can check that off the box. Never. It is always there. It is on repeat. It is a to-do list that never goes away. It never gets crossed off. That's how often you should be doing self-care at work. Every day, every single day. And if this is your first time watching this video, hear me when I say every single day, you need to be doing some form of self-care at work. Every day. Every day it's on your to-do list. But for the sake of first-time people, you want to build a self-care buffer. And that's where you pick one 15-minute break in your day that's just you. You can go outside. You can do a deep breathing exercise. You can stretch. You can listen to music. See, self-care at work isn't luxury. It's fuel. It's fuel. That 5 minutes or 10 minutes outside, getting some sun, that fuels you. That 5 minutes stepping away from your desk, getting some water, drinking some water, or stretching, that fuels you. That listening to music to get you motivated and to calm your spirit, that fuels you. Those little things, it's fuel. And you need that every day at work. Now, if you feel like you're drowning at work, I want you to remember these two things. One, being busy doesn't equal productive. You can be busy and get absolutely nothing done. Being busy means not being productive all the time. It doesn't equal that. Being busy doesn't equal productive. That's the first thing I want you to remember when you feel like you're drowning at work. The second thing I want you to remember is that you're allowed to ask for help. You're allowed to ask for help. Don't suffer. Even high performers need to pause. You can't pour from an empty cup. And in this case, an overloaded inbox. If you're not giving care, self-care to yourself, who is the most important person at your job when you clock in? Yourself. If you're not giving care to yourself, you're doing yourself an injustice. Now, I want to know, which one of these things are you going to try this week? Is it going to be the brain dump break, right? The brain dump break where you get it out your head. Maybe you're going to try, you already have a to-do list, but maybe you're going to decide the 3 Ds. Do, delegate, delay. Are you going to try that? Maybe you'll try to speak up. Maybe this is the week. Maybe this is the video, I hope, encourages you to say, you speak up. Maybe it's this week. Or maybe, if this is your first time, that you're going to try the self-care buffer. And if this is not your first time, and it's your second time, or your third time, or your fifth time, or your 20th time watching a self-care at work video from me, and you haven't started incorporating self-care at work, maybe this time, maybe this video will motivate you to try to do a self-care at work activity where you take 15-minute break. Go outside, stretch, get some air, maybe listen to music. If you're feeling the weight of too much work, don't wait until burnout to be your wake-up call. Start small, one boundary, one break, one honest conversation. If this video helped you, please go ahead and smash that like button so that more people can find it. Think about subscribing to the channel, where I talk about self-care at work, human resources, and AI. And you can also check out the Self-Care at Work digital journals in my Stand store. It's full of daily support for days when everything feels like too much. So the link is below. Take a breath. Take a breath. And take care of you. I'll see you at the next video.